Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Dear Evan Hansen, the generation-defining Broadway phenomenon is now a highly anticipated new motion picture that will open in theaters on September 24th. And I caught up with some of the cast and creatives, including Tony, Emmy, and Grammy Award winner Ben Platt, Academy Award winner Julianne Moore, and the film's director, Chbosky. So enjoy meeting the company of Dear Evan Hansen. I want to ask you, what made this so special for you with working on Dear Evan Hansen?
Yes. Well, for many reasons, it was special. I recently, my mom actually found the photo of m- me and my mom. We were sitting in the Dear Evan Hansen Broadway auditorium area. We were like holding our Dear Evan Hansen souvenir cups, and she found the photo of the two of us. It was probably from 3 years ago. We took a trip to New York and we saw it, and we had been hearing like amazing things about it. We're like, let's see that. We need to see a Broadway show. We literally went for like 2 days just as a girls' trip. And I look at that photo and go, oh my God, Kaitlyn then had no idea, no clue. And I think a lot about how I have just always wanted to be in a musical my entire life. Uh, Music is a really big part of my life and really kind of always has been. And it's a really big love of mine, but also acting is a really big love of mine. So to be able to put those two together in one is sort of just really obviously a dream come true. Um, and then also, doing this kind of musical, because this is a very different kind of musical. I think this is a very grounded and real musical, and the dialogue really blends in with the lyrics, and we're doing some like really profound storytelling while also singing about it, and it's really mind blowing to me that I am in this with people like Ben Platt, the amazing, iconic Ben Platt. It's really insane. And then Amy Adams playing my mom, and Julianne Moore is also in it, and Amanda and Colton and Danny. It's just an amazing cast, and I'm so grateful um, to be a part of it. It really is. It special is not even. It's so many words. It means so much to me. You have no idea.
I just love full circle moments that you saw this with your mom on stage at the Music Box Theater, and now you're co-starring in the film. I mean, that's amazing.
It's really insane. I can't even and it was really just a special experience for my mom and I to be able to watch something like that, because I had seen a lot of Broadway musicals, but I had never seen a Broadway musical like this before. And all of the characters have their own journeys, and everything is super complex, but there's so much levity to it, and it's so beautiful to look at. And I was just so excited to be able to then like take all of that in and remember what I had seen when I originally saw it. And then also I was able to, when I got my audition for the musical, I was actually in London, so I was able to go see it on the West End too, just to refresh my memory and see it again before I came back to LA for my audition. And it's so amazing to watch it and then to realize that, oh, we get to be like physically closer to these characters now. And that was really exciting for me, because each and every one of these characters are going through so much in their own different ways. And I think it's really special for the new fans to see this movie, but also for the original Broadway fans, the diehard fans of Dear Evan Hansen, to actually get closer to these characters is really exciting for me personally. But also I think it's really incredible that we get to see these characters in a new light.
Yeah. I love that you and Ben quarantined together during this whole process. I mean, this is
Yes.
such an intimate film. I know you had to wear masks during rehearsals, but I'm sure when you took them off and you all got to, hold each other, it was all so real. And I was wondering what that whole experience was like, quarantining, having the best time with Ben, and then getting to like act with him on screen.
It, I can't even tell you, I cannot even tell you how incredible it was for me. Not only because I was so nervous. I was so nervous in so many different ways, but in a lot of really good ways too. I think nerves can be really good and sort of fuel the thing you're about to do, I think. But I was so nervous, but being around Ben and surrounded by his light and his energy constantly, and knowing that he's just a pro at everything and he knows Evan Hansen more than anybody, and to be surrounded by that literally 24/7 was super comforting. And he was constantly reassuring me, and he was just super supportive. But we were also able to like really relax together and watch like Love Island UK at the end of days where we were both like crying a lot, and we were able to snuggle on the couch and like eat um crispy rice and spicy tuna. So it was really it was really just like a nice experience. And again, I feel like everybody on this movie has mentioned this, but we were one of the first movies to really like get greenlit to go to shoot in the US during COVID. And I hadn't gone out of the no one had gone out of the house for an entire year almost. And it was a lot on it's just it's it was just a lot for everybody. And we were all going through so much. And I think the energy on set and showing up to work on our first day, that energy is really really palpable, and you could all really feel how grateful everybody was to be there and to be making, just to be working in general, but then to be making a movie and to be all making a movie that we're really proud to be a part of. And to know that like our movie now more than ever needs to be made. And this is essentially a movie about feeling alone and feeling isolated. And we've all as in the world have felt alone and isolated in some way. And so to be able to make a movie that is essentially highlighting those themes, I think it was just it was just really really inspiring. And really I felt very very grateful, and I think everybody else did as well. It was really really like a very special experience.
Yeah. Now that you've made a movie musical, would you like to come to Broadway and star in one?
You know, I have gotten this question a couple of times now, and each time I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's I've loved Broadway, but I don't know if I'm like good enough." And then now I've thought a lot about it for the past couple of months, and I say it's a definite yes. I would really love to do that. So I'm all for it.
Dear Evan Hansen, today is going to be an amazing day, and here's why.
Have you been doing those letters to yourself with Dr. Sherman?
I've been trying to. Have you ever felt like nobody was there?
No one signed your cast. Now we can both pretend we are friends.
I'm sorry about my brother.
Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? I wish everything was different. Wish I was part of something. I wish that anything I said mattered. Have you ever felt like you could disappear?
Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah, that's mine. I'll just take it. Wait, I need that back. Like you could fall, and no one would hear. Connor took a letter from me, and it was an assignment from my therapist.
Ew.
Even when the dark comes crashing through.
Connor's mother and stepfather are here to see you.
When you need a friend to carry you.
Connor wanted you to have this.
And when you're broken on the ground.
Dear Evan Hansen, he wrote it to you.
His last words, Connor took his own life.
Hey, what? I'm sorry, Connor didn't write this.
No, please. It says,
You will be found.
And we didn't think Connor had any friends.
I mean, you really gonna tell these people that the only thing they have left of their son is a letter that you wrote to yourself?
So, you and Connor, tell us something, please.
Right. I started talking and
You couldn't stop.
they didn't want me to stop.
I'm putting together a memorial service. If you wanted to do something.
Connor showed me that I wasn't alone. Nobody is. So let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay.
I didn't know that you were hurting.
'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand,
A lot of people feel like us.
you can reach out your hand.
People started sharing it. It's everywhere.
I don't understand what happened.
You did.
You don't know how much you've given my family and me. Were you ever actually friends with him?
I had never meant to make it such a mess. I was trying to help. If you knew who I am, just how broken I am.
I already know you.